Okay, so I guess I'm up to the fourth video in the SR-71 Blackbird build series by Italeri. Now, I used chrome silver with a glob of flat base to flatten it out a bit. So I did some airbrushing last night. Let's take this stuff off, see how it looks. I did a kind of just a rush job on masking it. I hope it turned out okay. Let's lift this up and see. Oh, great. Yeah, that looks nice. So, I might touch up a little bit, maybe on the inside, but it looks okay. There's a little spot here, I think. I could just touch that up a little bit with a paintbrush. Should be okay. Now, I attached this paper towel here because when I was paintbrushing it, I only thought to just when I was airbrushing it, I just kind of masked just the immediate area, but since I was using some chrome paint, the tiny little flecks just kind of get everywhere. So look at this. Got some chrome on there. Sparkles, sparkles, Charlie. And so I'll probably have to just reshoot this a little bit, get rid of that because it doesn't look good. It looks kind of crappy. And oh no, what the hell is this? What the hell is that? Well, yeah, I'm gonna have to redo this anyways. Just maybe kind of just cover that up and spray this. So I don't think I got any sparkles anywhere else. I don't think, just on the back half here. So the landing gear bay, it's kind of flat silverish, bare metal silver. It's not really that sparkly, shiny chrome. So I think the flat base kind of did its job with the chrome silver. So it looks pretty nice. I might maybe kind of dry brush, or not even a dry brush, but just kind of do a wash in there to get kind of dirty. Bring out some detail too. It might make it look a lot nicer, a little bit more believable. So yeah, I'm gonna have to kind of reshoot the back here with the NATO black. And it's a good thing I still have a lot it's still thinned down, so all I have to do is just pour it into my airbrush and get started. Okay, I've removed the the sparkly stuff. It's pretty much all gone. If there's a little tiny bit left, then whatever clear coats and weathering and such will likely remove any sort of sparkles. It'll get all blended in. Alright, so now, here I am in Japan. I do not have access to replacement decals on these at all. So what I want to do is use some liquid decal film. Now what I had done, the only time I've ever used this before was on my tie interceptor fine molds, and I have made like very, very small progress since the last video. I only did like one video. I think that was back in March or so. That's one of the projects I want to get back into. Anyhow, check this out. So somebody on a forum told me that it's possible to just put this liquid decal film directly into the airbrush. And yeah, here we go. All right, let's spray this on. I want to check the decals, make sure they don't rip. Get a nice coat all over, and that way it should protect against some ripping on application. Yeah, I guess that should do it. think I put too much in my airbrush, so I'll force it back into the bottle, I guess. But, yeah. Alright, here we go. So, this should hopefully protect them when I apply. And, I just airbrushed just a very light coat on this. I'll go ahead and do some more. Next I'm going to apply a clear coat with Future.
To me, that just really adds to the game. The graphics are pretty colorful.
So decal application is coming along rather nicely. These decals are very nice quality and they're going on very smoothly. So I'm using a microscale microset to apply the decals first, and so far I have had no problems. Here's one more down. So the one tricky one, let me get it in close here. There was this decal here that what I had to do is cut a hole in the middle to get it to fit around there, and I had to kind of reposition it a little bit. And actually it seems to be kind of warped a little bit. Let's see if I can kind of tug this a little bit more into position. I just didn't want to have a big empty hole here, you know, and I'd have to like put the decal down and then cut a hole through it. I figured maybe it'd be easier to cut a hole in it first and then put the decal down. And so far I think it's been an okay idea. So yeah, so the 974 goes on here. The default one is the one with the Ichiban, the one with the snake. So that is 974. Let me flip this around. I'm gonna get my brush here. Brush on more microset. Get my tweezers. There. Just have to make sure that they look evenly with each other. So, yeah, these are going on without a hitch. I'm really impressed with the decals. So one thing I'd like to point out, on especially on a black model like this, it is very normal for the microset to discolor the black paint. You can see here, it's like really like pale looking. It's okay. It goes away after a while. It happens. So I had to relocate these stickers up, or sorry, these decals up more, because I realized that I have a really super long decal that goes along the border here, and this might be a bit tricky to apply. We'll see. It looks like it's wanting to come off the backing now. Let's see if the whole thing's gonna come off or not. It looks like it. Okay. So this kind of just traces along the edge here. This might be difficult. I hope this doesn't rip. Oh golly. Oh golly, this is rather long. No, please don't stick to that. Alright, maybe I should just... Oh jeez, how am I supposed to do this? Oh jeez. Oh gosh. Let me just get this off first and see how it goes. Can you just get off the back, please? Peel off, please. All the way. Golly. I have a feeling this might rip here. Just please, for the love of Bob Saget, get off the back, please. Come on. Okay, it's off. Whew. Hopefully it didn't twist around or anything. Okay, let's see if I can position this better. So this is just big long red line that just says no step in several locations, and it's supposed to come along here. So, alright. Okay, I'm getting closer here. Nah. Alright, bear with me. Okay, so it started ripping at the corner right here because there was a lot of stress when I was trying to pull it this way and this way. So it the decal started ripping, but that's actually a good thing. And when I put on the other side, I'm going to probably just make a cut right there and make it a lot easier to apply this really super long decal. Now the problem is that the decals are not numbered, and this red line kind of goes around and loops, like makes a hook here, and I have to figure out which decals to apply to fit the puzzle, and it's gonna take some time. Right now it's, I don't know what time it is. Probably close to midnight. Yeah, it's past midnight. I need to go to bed. So I will continue this probably in the morning. Okay, so it's the next morning. I was able to figure out the placement of these decals. It was rather difficult, but I did it. And now I'm started on the other side here. And I made a separation to make it easier to apply the decals here. So I'm just going to pull this into place here, have it connect with the other decal here. Now, these are resilient decals. I had like one of these little no step flags. You know, the little, there's a red stripe that goes along here, and there's like these little no steps that kind of just flag out here. This one had folded up underneath the red stripe, and I was wondering, oh hey, why isn't there a no step here? It's because it had folded underneath there. So I was able to kind of lift it up, and then kind of I got the microset, got it all nice and wet, and I was able to pull it out, and now it is properly in place. I don't know if just Italeri decals are just really that awesome, or if it's because I airbrushed this liquid decal film. The only time I've used it before, again, was on the Interceptor, the Thai Interceptor, and I just hand brushed it on, and it didn't really look very even. Even though that's what I was under the impression is it was going to do that. So anyhow, airbrushing it though, you can't even tell that I had even, done anything to the decal. But I think that's what has really made these decals very sturdy. Okay, I had to be creative here. This one just was a little bit too long, it seemed. So what I did was I cut off the end and I kind of rearranged it, and I stuck it over here to make this line longer. And I think it's serviceable. I don't think it's really that noticeable. It might not be completely like a mirror identical to the other side, but unless you look really carefully, no one's gonna notice, I don't think. So I think I'm satisfied. Okay, so I have completed the decals for the top part of the airplane. So I've applied the microset. Now it is time to paint on microsol. just go over the decals maybe once or twice. And let these really fuse to their surface. Especially these, I had to reposition these, and these as well, I had to reposition them, lift them up. So I kind of probably lost some of their stickiness that way. There. So this is the default marking is the Ichiban with the snake. It's pretty cool looking. Just go over all of this. And hopefully I'll get rid of, there's a little bit of silver in here along the edge. I could maybe kind of work it with my X-Acto knife too if necessary. Okay, I believe I've completed all of the decaling. Just going over this with tiny accent, Pentaline accent color. Not really going over the whole thing, just getting in the cracks here, just randomly, just to simulate some dirt, I guess. Also, these little vents here, I am putting the accent color in there. The same goes for the bottom side too. See what I'm talking about are like these parts here. So this is, you know, black on top of the, or like, you know, dirty black. So it should help to have these details stand out better that way, I believe. There. And same. Oh, yeah, and also for the jets here, should get these too. I gotta be doing a lot of chalk next, though. After and I'm gonna go over this with clear coat, probably future, and then go over it with a dull coat. Okay, so I did most of the work in this video over the weekend, and since then I've also kind of worked on these Yamato things as well. Been doing some panel lining and such. So anyhow, it is now Wednesday night, and I haven't really done a whole lot, but I'll show you the decaling here. It's pretty cool. I'm pretty happy with how this looks. It's pretty cool. On the bottom here, there's a lot of decals on the bottom here too. Now, for here, because it kind of goes against these recessed panel lines, I got out the big guns. I got Mark Fit Strong, and also kind of used a toothpick to kind of depress it a bit while it was soft during the softening stage. So here, there's a lot of decals here, like really long ones. On this side, I cut out the hole and placed the decals on. And on this side, I didn't. I just kind of put the whole thing, and then after the decal dried, then I kind of cut off the decal. I had to peel off the masking because these are those little camera windows here, and I just decided to try both ways. So I think, I don't know, I had a little bit of problem here because these decals, I had them switched. I had them upside down here, you know, like left to right. I had them backwards with the way that they should have been applied, and I put that on, and then I looked at the instructions, and I'm like, oh, then we're stupid and we'll die. No, not yet. I was able to peel off the decal after getting lots of microset to, you know, painting it on there, or brushing it on there just to soften it up. And I was able to switch them around. I didn't really ruin these decals at all. So I got some more here, front here, and I have these little white dashes here. So it is now Wednesday, December 17th. So at this point, I'm not going to be able to have my dad receive this by Christmas. Can you say Christmas? Christmas. But, oh well. Maybe just a few days afterwards, I suppose. Actually, this Friday we're going to the big mouse-eared Kingdom of Darkness. My father-in-law bought something somewhere, and they had him reach his hand into the box, and he pulled out a ticket for 2 free adult passes for Disneyland. So my daughter's really excited about that. I would have been happy just never going to Disneyland in my entire life because I just don't care. But anyhow, it'll be a good experience for my daughter. She'll be really happy. The only thing I really care about that's Disney is Tron. I know there's Star Wars, so of course the only thing I care about there is Star Wars. I think that would be the only interesting thing for me. The Indiana Jones adventure is actually at Disney Sea, which is the resort right next door to Disneyland. And they call it Tokyo Disney, but it's in Chiba. It's not even in Tokyo. But anyhow, so we're going to be doing that this weekend, and then I will have 16 days vacation. So I'm hoping I will find the time. What I need to do next is do an application of Future, and after that I'll probably do an application of flat matte, like a matte clear coat, and then get started on pastel chalks. So anyhow, stay tuned. Thanks for watching. As always.